How is being in Japan with tattoos? Have you run into any problems?
Everyone's like, oh my God, you won't be able to get inside. They don't have any darker shades. The water is too hot. They will melt the plastic super quickly. Do not do that. I'm sure there's going to be crazy scenarios.
What is it like to have tattoos in Japan? Well, luckily, we got a friend of ours who will tell you all about it, where you can go for the hot spring, what you have to look out for. So let's go and ask foreigners in Japan. You mentioned tattoos and piercings. How is being in Japan with tattoos? Have you run into any problems so far?
I haven't so far because not only do I have tattoos, I have piercings and I have teeth gems as well. My mom would kill me if I got a tattoo on my face or anything. So lucky I would just get them on my arms and I can cover them up and not have to worry about anything. So it's pretty cool.
You mentioned onsen as one of the things you want to do. What you going to do with the tattoos and the onsen?
You know what? One of the most famous onsen for, Spirited Away is a tattoo-friendly onsen, which I didn't know until yesterday. So I'm going to travel down to Dogo. I think that's the area that it's in. And you can go there with tattoos. There's a couple of them in Tokyo as well that are tattoo-friendly. But if you stay with the APA hotels as well and put stickers on, they're totally fine with it. As long as you don't have crazy ones all over your body, then they're pretty cool. So it's fine.
Okay, so you kind of managed to find your way around the culture.
Yeah, 100%. It's kind of worrying. When I first came, everyone's like, oh my God, you're never going to try one. You won't be able to get inside because they're going to tell you no as soon as you come in. But as long as they're not on your face or on some major parts of your body, then it's okay. So I think because I have mine just on my arms and I have a half sleeve here as well. So it's no real problem for me. I don't really think it's that bad.
And with covering up, do you know how you're going to cover them up when you go to some onsen where you have to cover it?
So a lot of especially the one that I have my onsen in my hotel, they have these kind of stickers that are this big and you can stick them on your body and then it kind of covers them up. But I kind of found it difficult to buy them overseas. It's only something that really applies to over here. You can't really buy them overseas. At least I didn't find any. But maybe if somebody can find a link and put it somewhere, that would be amazing because I really want to get some, but it's a little bit hard to find.
I think they sell them sometimes at Donkey. Is that right?
Yeah, they do, yeah.
Yeah, they sell them a donkey.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, there's one question though, and I think that's very specific. The stickers, what color do you get? Do you get your color?
No, they don't have any darker shades. It looks like I have vitiligo because it has very specific bright kind of tan kind of colors. It doesn't match my skin tone at all, but that's what I have to do. I have to do that instead.
Yeah, one of my friends got called out for her tattoo and it was a small one and she had to have this huge sticker for a tattoo that was this size.
I'm not surprised. But I wish that they had more different shades and things like that. But they haven't really got into that yet. They're just a little bit more accepting with tattoos, but I'm not sure if they're really gonna have anything in regards to changing the color of the tattoo. So we'll see.
So far, the ones I've seen, they're about this big and they're just one skin color, one average skin color that probably works a lot with Japanese people. There doesn't seem to be any deviation from that. So it's going to stand out depending on what kind of skin color you have kind of thing.
Yeah, it's literally just one skin color. I think they're 15 by 15 centimeters, one thing. That's all I've been able to find. So if anybody else knows, please help. I want to find more stickers of my skin color or somebody invent it. That would be good.
Yeah, let's invent the skin stickers, tattoo stickers that actually have different colors, please.
Go for it, please. I really want to go to more onsens and I can't keep on using the same stickers. It looks crazy. So please, somebody help. That would be great.
And unfortunately, you can't use the flashy stickers that you get in other stores for stationery because they fall off in the water. So it has to be the proper one.
Exactly. And it looks like a band-aid just floating around because I did that the first time. I put a big plaster on it and then literally was floating and then this lady was pointing to me and I was like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. So yeah, definitely get the onsen stickers. Don't use a band-aid. It will come off. The water is too hot. It will melt the plastic super quickly. Do not do that at all. Do not recommend.
I did not know that. So what kind of band-aid you weren't losing?
First of all, I tried one of those sports tapes type of plasters. You can get them really long and you can cut them to different sizes. But because it was so the heat of when I went into the first pool, area, it was too hot and it just melted it straight off. And then it was just like floating away. Like I was just like, oh my God, I was so embarrassed. But they were pretty okay about it. I just went back out, got the actual proper sticker, and then came back in, and then it was totally fine.
So they were selling it at the onsen you were going to?
So with my hotel, they had them at the front desk, but I didn't know that. So I just assumed and bought my own tape just in case. So once you kind of like gauge how the hotel is, then you can probably just ask the front desk and then it should be fine.
Just explaining, your hotel has like a shared onsen.
The place that I was staying at has an onsen inside of the building of the hotel. So you can go to it inside once you've like checked in and everything. I was just like, oh my God, I get to wear yukata for the first time, running downstairs. I was like, yeah, I got my stickers, everything's going to be fine. Walk in there, and then I go into the water and it's just floating and staring at me. And I was like, oh my God, my first time being here, first evening, I just embarrassed myself like that. And I was like, oh, okay, yeah, that's really cool. Really love that. So
I'm surprised. So you got a yukata there, you got the onsen up there. So there seem to be really like used to foreigners coming there then.
yeah, it's one of the bigger chains. I think it's called APA hotels or something like that. They've got loads of them like around Tokyo and just Japan in general. But this one is like super cool. It's kind of like the sumo wrestling area. I think it's called Sumidagawa. Yeah. So it's around there, but it's like super massive. It's like one of the biggest like buildings in the area, and I was like, oh my God, it's super nice. I got quite a deal here. Oh my God. But yeah, it's super cool. The hotel's really nice.
How much were the stickers then, if you get one sticker at the front?
You don't have to pay for them. They're totally free. They were totally free. They just give it to you, but they look at you a bit funny if you ask for like more than 3. So just be careful. Just be like, yeah, this is like 4, 5, 6, 7. Just keep on passing them over. Come on. As long as you're nice to them, they'll be able to be nice to you.
I think another reason why they're looking weird is like, how big is that tattoo you're trying to cover?
When I first went to the front desk, like I got dressed out of my yukata and I put on a dress that had my like shoulders out so you could see my tattoos. So when I went to the first part, she was like, oh, you have 2 tattoos, one on the front and one on the back. Here's 2. And I was like, no, darling, I have more on this side. I go cover up more because I have a half sleeve on this side. And they were like, oh, Nanihodo. Oh, okay, yeah, that's fine. So I was like, okay, thank you so much. It's really sweet of you. But yeah, no, they were nice about the tattoo thing. So I'm pretty happy that they were pretty cool about it.
Any advice for someone who has tattoos and wants to come to Japan?
It depends on like where you have your tattoos, right? So I feel like when you have like more ones like on your hands or on your face or on your neck and things like that, the more visible places, it depends on like how they treat you. If you get like more of the visible places, they might treat you a little bit different. But because I can like wear a t-shirt like this and cover up my tattoos and things like that, it's totally fine. But I don't really feel like there's much of a stereotype. I'm seeing a lot of Japanese people with tattoos as well. So I feel like it's becoming more of a common thing for people to get tattoos and things like that. So I don't know. I might even get a cheeky one out here as well. But I need to see how much money I have next week before I decide to do that. So let's see.
You are right now in shopping paradise.
So by the time I like finish here, then I'll be able to like make up my mind and see like how that goes, because it's kind of hard to find a tattoo artist out here as well. So I need to do some research.
Balance it well, I think, like depending on where your tattoo is, maybe have like an outfit that shows it and an outfit that doesn't show them if you go like really to the countryside, right?
Yeah. So because where my friend lives as well, her parents like know that I have tattoos and everything. Her mom is like super like excited to meet a foreigner with tattoos.
So they're really accepting of like...
Everyone's super accepting of tattoos. So I've had like more grandmas are like, oh my God, kakui. And I'm like, oh my God, thank you so much. It's so sweet. I was like, But everybody's like super nice about it. They're more interested than like being rude. So I'm very happy that everyone's super friendly about it, because I was kind of worried.
Mm-hmm. So actually, instead of a negative, you've been having positive experience.
Yeah, everybody's been super nice. And I'm just excited to see like how the rest of this trip is going to go. I'm sure there's going to be like more crazy scenarios and things like that. Can't wait to keep on going. And yeah, it's going really well.
Depending on the size of what tattoo you have, it might be harder or easier to cover it. If it's like a small little tattoo, sometimes you can get away with that. But in most places, you have to cover it up. So those are the sticker patches that we talk about. It's like a kind of sticker that sticks the entire surface. It's just sticky and it sticks on your skin. So if you have a tattoo, there's also some absolute no-no tattoo places. With these ones, probably you should ask in advance, give them a ring and say, hey, am I allowed in with a tattoo? If they say yes, and you say, do I have to cover it up? And then they will let you know. Recently, there's a couple more places that are more accepting towards tattoos because a lot of tourists want to visit and they have a tattoo. So those are a couple things to watch out for, but don't worry, we have more tattoo conversations right here where we actually ask people about their opinions, Japanese people, what they think of tattoos and if it's more accepted now or not. So click that one next if you have a tattoo because you need to know. And I'll catch you soon for another video here on Ask Japanese. Thanks for watching.